Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Please watch to the end because at the end of the video there will be a love message from your twin flame. So let's begin the reading and gain insight into your connection. Let's find out what the energies are that are impacting your connection between you and your twin flame. These readings are for twin flames with little to no communication and who are in separation. So the first card we have is Ace of Wands, and it says growth. So right off the bat, this is excellent news, indicating that there is growth happening in your connection, which means you are growing, which means they are growing. So even when we're experiencing some disharmony or some conflict where, you know, both of you are not yet in harmony, in like you're not communicating and it seems like it's not moving forward, it actually is. And a lot of the times it's what are called growing pains. Your connection is going through growing pains. So it's painful, it's uncomfortable. It's like, you know, when does it end? But it is ending because growth means expansion. So your connection is expanding from where it used to be, from especially when you first met, to when you went into separation, to when the communication was kind of not there as much. Your connection is growing. Ace of Wands is new beginning. It's like in the last reading, it's a new beginning for your connection. Whereas, you know, a lot of the times we hang on to wanting the connection to be the way it was at the beginning in the past. But we have to let that go because our connection is expanding and growing into something even better. So we can't see it because we're going through the growth pains of it, where things are transforming, we're transforming, our twin flame is transforming, the connection is transforming. Growth means moving forward. And sometimes it may not seem like it's a forward movement, it's more like spiraling to go upwards. So the movement is upwards as opposed to forward. But I mean, for, you know, describing it, it is actually moving forward. And so it, you know how a spiral is in a circular motion, that is, it could go up or it could go down. But the way it's spiraling, it's going up, it's elevating, it's ascending, it's expanding and growing. When we're expanding and growing like linearly or in our mind, it's going in a certain direction. So this is going up. But because it has this circular motion, it seems like it's going backwards when actually it's evolving. Just think of it as evolution. So even if it seems like we're going backwards and we're going back to square one, or we're going back to like almost not knowing each other, not knowing how to relate to each other, not knowing how to communicate in a way that's effective and that can get through to our twin flame, even though it seems like it's going backwards, it's actually beginning again. It's at the cycle where it's spiraling upwards. So this is very positive. So if you're feeling the growing pains, that's very natural. Your connection will bring up on a continuous basis are feelings that also are coming up to be released. So not to worry if you're feeling disheartened, if you feel like you're losing steam, if you feel like you're losing hope, faith, belief. It's all very natural, but it's also it's the work to rise above that, to rise above what we're feeling, because it's only coming up to be released so that we can be a clear channel, not only for our life force, but for love. Love is life force. So as these feelings come up, these doubts and fears, insecurities, false beliefs, it's all coming up to be cleared. So to know that this is natural and it's an ongoing natural process of your journey, of this twin flame journey. So it's very, very positive, very, very positive. Growth, new beginning. Okay. What else is happening that is impacting this twin flame connection? Eight of Cups, change. Your connection is changing. So it may not feel the same. It may not look the same. It may get us worried that, okay, what's going on with this connection? It feels different. It looks different. How can it be the same? How can we be still a couple? How can we still love each other? How can we still move forward, move upward and onward? It seems different because it's changing. So it's not going to look like what it used to look like. It's not going to appear how it used to appear. It's going to look, feel very unfamiliar. So that is natural because it is changing, it is transforming. As we grow, change, and transform, so does our twin flame and so does our connection. It's almost like the vibrations on the planet are changing and growing, so life no longer looks and feels the same. That's what happens when transformation happens. That's what happens when growth happens. It takes on a new vibration, it takes on a new form, and it's understandable if we don't recognize it, but that's okay. It doesn't mean that the connection has diminished. It doesn't mean that they love us any less. It doesn't mean that we love them any less. It's just transformed into something new, and most of the times it's unrecognizable because we haven't experienced it before. We haven't seen it before. There's certainly not a lot of examples of relationships or twin flame connections that we can give reference to, right? We can only go by our own reference, by our own experience. So trust that it's real, but it's just transforming because you are transforming. We are transforming. Okay. Let's get another card on what's going on in your connection. So this says 5 of Wands. Does that say competition or cooperation? Competition. Okay. So I'm not getting that there is competition between the two of you. That's not what I'm picking up. I'm not even picking up that it's competition with someone else, like you're in competition for their love. I'm not getting that, so don't worry. What I'm getting is, like a competition in the sense like it's who can win. This is more like competing against self. So we are, I don't want to say competing against ourselves, but we are in competition with the past because that's our only reference. We can only reference our connection to what happened. And sometimes when we get insight into other people's connections, but that's not what I'm referring to. We're in competition with our connection, how it was in the beginning. So we're trying and we're fighting to bring it back. We're wanting to get those same feelings that we had at the beginning. We're wanting it to feel the same, look the same. But again, we can let this go. Because when we are in the flow and when we know that it's growing, changing, expanding, and transforming, We no longer have to be in competition with the past. We no longer have to revive the past anymore. The past is gone. It happened for a reason, but it's time to let it go because our connection has transformed into something else. And always know that it's transformed into something better. Always evolving, always growing, because we are always growing. We are always evolving, changing, and transforming. So it's beautiful. It's like metamorphosis. Our connection is in a metamorphosis stage and will bloom and blossom into a beautiful butterfly. So not to be triggered by the changes that are happening, to embrace the newness, to embrace the change, to embrace the new way that it's showing up, even if it's different. So let's see what's coming up from within the inner child that is blocking the connection, that needs healing, which healing just means letting go of, so that it clears the blocks energetically, meaning it clears the pathway to union. So what are the blocks that need to be healed and released within the inner child in order to have a clear pathway for union? I'm walking away. The inner child is afraid that your twin flame is going to walk away. So there is this lingering fear that if I say something wrong, if I do something wrong, if I behave wrong, if I'm wrong, if I'm not good enough, they're going to walk away. And then I'm going to be heartbroken. So the inner child is still holding on to this, and it needs to be healed and released. So any thoughts that we may have, any beliefs about being abandoned, we can let them go mentally, and we can let them go emotionally. And sometimes when they are blocks, we can get assistance in healing sessions to release them energetically. So what else is coming up within the inner child that is blocking this connection? I need to be alone right now. So when the inner child doesn't get their way, they become resigned. It's a way of showing, like, it's like giving, like having a tantrum. They're saying, well, I'm not getting my way, so I need to be alone right now. I need to be away from you. I don't even want this connection anymore. It's natural. This is how children react when they don't get their way. And when we don't get our way and our twin flame is not behaving the way we want, or communicating to us the way we want, or loving us the way we want, or being there the way they want, the inner child comes through in these emotions of, well, I'm going to be alone and screw you. And this is just a natural reaction, and it's stemming from our inner child experience of when we were disappointed. Rather than, it's easier to see it as, well, I don't want it then. I don't want you. I don't want the connection. I'm just going to be alone right now because I'm not getting what I want. So it's very natural. It's a natural reaction for children. And so know that this needs to be healed and released, because the inner child is still holding on to that, to those emotions of when we get disappointed. I don't want it anymore. I don't want this connection anymore. I don't want you anymore. So that needs to be healed and released. And we'll take another one. What is blocking this connection to clear the path to union? So 2 flew out. Literally, I can fly on my own. And this one says, I feel scared of this connection. So I can fly on my own. As children, there are points in our childhood where we want to rebel and break free from anything that's holding us back. We go through this rebellious stage. So in your connection, it may feel like either you, or it's possibly you may feel that your twin flame is needing to fly and be on their own and do their own thing, and like they're leaving you behind, or they're not there for you the way you're used to or the way you want to. This is the inner child striving for independence, striving for freedom. Because as children, we are constantly we're kept kind of suppressed by our guardians, our caretakers, our parents, for our protection, because they care for us, and you know, as children, we need that protection. So we're kept kind of not free. We don't really experience true feelings of freedom. And this comes up so much in twin flame connections, because both twin flames need this experience of freedom. However, it may only be exhibited, or the feelings may only come out in one of you. And it's the twin flame that is like running, because they're saying, well, inside their inner child's like, I need to feel free, I need to feel independent, I need to know what freedom feels like. I need to know that even when somebody loves me so much, or I love somebody so much or so deeply, that I can still have a sense of me, I can still have a sense of freedom. Because when we're on this twin flame journey, it just feels like you're just so connected and so in love and so wanting to be with this person. A inner child fear comes up of, well, I'm not going to be free. I'm not going to have freedom. I'm not going to be able to do what I want, when I want, how I want. So the inner child still has this attachment to the fear of not being free. So that's what this card is, I can fly on my own. So that needs to be healed, released, and cleared to clear the way for union. I feel scared of this connection. The inner child hasn't experienced you being so preoccupied with another human being, or feeling these deep, intense feelings of very highs and very lows. It's new for the inner child. It's like introducing a new partner to a child who's not used to having someone new in their life. So they're afraid of this connection. They're afraid of being abandoned by you, because you're so, you know, enthralled and in love with your twin flame, that your inner child fears that you're going to forget to connect to them. You're going to forget how it is to feel free, feel playful, feel fully expressed. So the inner child is still holding on to this false belief, this thought pattern, this attachment to fear of being left behind. So that also needs to be healed, cleared, and released. Okay, so let's continue, and we'll get some guidance for this connection. Yeah. Let's get some guidance for this twin flame connection. Okay, that just flipped over right away. I'm going to put on my glasses. Okay, this came up before. Kuthumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. So it's very natural, because this happened to me, where during my separation from my twin flame, I constantly had to know what they were up to, what they were doing, how they were feeling about me, because I couldn't trust my feelings. I couldn't trust how I felt about them. I couldn't trust my feelings to know that there's a reason why I have such deep feelings for this person. I couldn't trust that I knew that they felt the same way. I couldn't trust that there was a part of me that knew we were meant to be together. I didn't know how to trust that. And so I kept going online and looking for readings such as this one. And that's okay. This is part of the journey. It's part of actually you being the leader, you getting the resources, getting the information, getting informed on what this is, so that you can be the leader. And not to say that you're the boss, or it's your way or the highway. No, you're the leader in the sense that you're helping this connection to grow and blossom the way it needs to, by shedding our fears, insecurities, by shedding the ego, coming into our higher selves, that's how we are leaders for our twin flame connection. So you going online, looking at all these readings, that's okay until we get to a point where we can trust our own inner guidance. So I was just like you. Every day, as I was getting ready for my job, when I used to work at a job, I would put on my makeup, eat my breakfast, and listen to one of my favorite readers. And they would give me the reassurance, okay, they're still like running, but they want to they want to give me an offer. They want to communicate. So I was listening to these messages every day, just like you are, until one day it happens over time. You just wake up and you're like, yeah, I know we're meant to be together, and I can trust that. This journey is teaching us how to trust ourselves, trust our intuition, trust the answers that you already know. You already know that they're your twin flame. I'm just here to give some guidance, because sometimes days are rough and we get emotional, and then we lose that connection within. We lose that trust. But this card, this guidance for you, is that you already know the answer. You already know you're going to come into union. You can feel the emotions. You already know you're coming into union. You already know that you are already in union. You are just physically apart in the 3D. You know you have met your twin flame. You know that you're going to be happy. You know that it's possible. You know this. You know that you are on the right path, that you are doing what you can. You know that you're doing a great job. You do know that. You just have to trust it so that it becomes your truth. Okay, more guidance, please, for these twin flames on their journey. Okay, so let's get another card. Charity, prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. It's a beautiful picture. So charity, ask and you shall receive. Connect with heaven. Connect with the universe. Connect with that part of you that knows that there is a universe that is kind and loving and that is made of love. Connect with that part and ask for what you want. So if it's guidance, ask for guidance for the steps to take. Ask for guidance for your life's purpose. Ask for guidance on how to be healthier. Ask for guidance on how to make more money. Ask and you shall receive. The universe is ever ready. The universe is always on standby with your angels, with your guides, wanting to guide you. And so that's why you were drawn to these readings, for guidance. And soon you will be able to connect to your own guidance just by asking yourself the question. So even if when you ask yourself a question, you will receive the answers through a reading, through a conversation that you have, through something that you're watching or something that you're seeing on social media, maybe through a song, a movie, lyrics, a poem. You're always receiving guidance. We are these receptors of information. We're never taught to be open to receive it. So now we are being opened whether we are being taught or not. The energies on the planet are that of we're opening up to new energies, to the love energies, because we are helping to heal the planet. So ask and you shall receive. If it's truly your twin flame connection that you want, then ask for it and know that it is yours, and know that it is just timing for when you will receive it. Know it and know that you will receive it. Okay, and we'll get one more guidance card, and then we'll get into some love messages. One more card for guidance for our twin flames on this journey. There's two that are stuck together, so what are they? green Terra, supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. So it's that one. And this is Isis, magic, manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. This is great. So your connection is 100% protected. So have no fear, have no worry. You don't have to hold on so tight. We can actually breathe and move on to other areas of life while this one is still marinating. The universe is saying it's still marinating and it's going to come out just right, just perfect for both of you. So know that your connection is protected. Know that whatever is not meant for you is being cleared and cut away. The past is being cut and cleared for you. So trust. Trust that all is well in your connection. Trust that your connection is protected. And know that we can move beyond what was limiting us in the past. We can move beyond limitation. So the universe is like, has our back 100% in this connection. So Isis says, your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So what other dreams and goals do you have other than being with your twin flame? Focus on those, because wherever attention goes, energy flows. So if it's a business, if it's making more money, if it's having more money in our bank accounts, if it's getting healthier, if it's healing, if it's strengthening ourselves, if it's, hobbies, if it's our higher purpose, our higher calling, a new job, a new career, being more creative projects. Mother Isis is saying focus on these other goals while the twin flame connection is marinating. Because when all the other areas of life are thriving, the twin flame, your twin flame connection, will be healthy and thriving too. It's beautiful. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I know you guys want to know more about your twin flame, so actually, yes, we're going to do the twin flame, your twin flame love messages. What are your twin flame love messages? I didn't realize we're already at 27 minutes, so we'll get some love messages from your twin flame. They love to fly out. I want to reach out, but it's not the right time. They want to, but they're being guided by the universe too, that every time they want to send you a love letter, every time they want to open up their heart to you, the universe is saying it's not ripe yet. Hasn't been marinated long enough yet. You guys are still going through your transformation. So they want to reach out to you, but the universe is like they're yelling out to you, but the universe is like it's not the right time, the universe is saying. And so we must be patient and know that they want to reach out. They want to open their heart to you, and they're just not able to at this time. I can't get you off my mind. Just flew right into the camera. See, this is like confirmation and like a lot of intensity there. They can't stop thinking about you. The universe doesn't let them. They go to sleep, you're on their mind. They wake up, you're on their mind. Throughout the day, you pop into their mind. They think, okay, great, I'm being productive, I'm busy at work, I'm putting out fires, I'm, dealing with life, and all of a sudden you pop in their head and they're like, oh, they can't help it. The universe is not letting them. This is part of the marinating. So that when you guys are in harmonious connection, it's so strong that it's unbreakable. That's what the universe wants for you, is so it marinates long enough so that it's ready and your connection is unbreakable, because the planet needs twin flame couples to remain in harmony and union to uplift and heal the planet. Because when we clear our blocks, we help clear the blocks of the planet collectively. What else is your twin flame? How do they feel about you? Oh, every time. Every time. Collect myself here. Apologize. Man, sorry guys. I am coming home. They want you to know this. No matter how far they are, no matter how disconnected you feel, no matter how devastating the separation feels for you, they're coming home. You're their home. Beautiful. Beautiful card to end off the reading. I want our connection. So they do. So they want this as much as you do. And it's almost like it's not them anymore keeping you in separation. When you guys are both ready and ripe and fully marinated and ready to go, you got your life purpose, you're healthy in all areas of life, you know, you're rising above your blocks, you're breaking through, you're, you know, doing your thing, you're being fully self-expressed in the world, and your twin flame is doing that too, then it's time. So let's do all of that, because that's our job, to be in preparation for this amazing connection that is meant for you, that is on its way to you. It's just a matter of earthly time. And so let's be in preparation. Let's be the best that we can be, because you can be in union. You are already in union, energetically, emotionally. However, in the 3D, you can be in union tomorrow. But if it's not the right time, you will again go back into separation. So know that you are always in union, no matter what. No matter what it looks like, you are always in union. And as we clear what's blocking us from physical union, when we clear all that, then we will be in union. So be sure to purchase your healing sessions with me. I've been on this path and journey for over 20 years. I met my true twin flame 10 years ago, and I've been working on my healing since. And so it's about clearing what I'm blocking within me. And I want the same for you. So the healing sessions that I have available are healing sessions that I experienced myself back when I was going through depression and all of the heavy emotions that stemmed from my childhood as well as my past lives. And I'm still working on them. So I'm right there with you. I'm right there on the battle, overcoming these blocks. So again, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your beautiful journey. And until next time, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace.